Okay, so this is the video for the facing out position. It's going to be the seeing the world position. So what we're going to do is put on our wrap just like we did in this facing mom or dad position. You're going to put your tube on first. And I'm doing this with my second child now. It's taken me a while to get these videos done. And my second baby is now 6 months old, so she's got very good head control. That's really important for the facing out position. So I have my tube on. Then I'm going to put my loops on. I have 2 loops. I put them together with the ring. The ring goes at the back of my neck. I separate my loops. One arm through one loop, one arm through the other. And I'm going to move it so that the ring is in the middle of my shoulders. Spread out my fabric so I'm not twisted anywhere. I'm always going to start with the loop that's closest to my body, which is my light brown loop in this wrap. So I'm going to drop off the outer loop, and we're going to start with putting the baby in just the one loop. Here is the baby. Thank you, Grandma. This is Fiona, and she is almost 20 pounds. So the most important thing to remember is I kind of lean back a little bit to support her weight. Put her up on the shoulder, and then I'm going to ease her down into the wrap. I'm always going to pull her arm through, and then move her so that she's in the center of my body. And I'm also just leaning back a little bit. I'm going to spread the fabric from knee to knee. Very important. The other carriers out there are hanging the babies from their crotch. That is something that you do not want to do. You want to have the fabric spread so that they are in the middle of the fabric and their knees are higher than their butt. So we're spreading it knee to knee. Then I'm going to pick up my other loop over her, and as I pick it up, I have it in the middle. And I'm going to support her weight, so I'm going to pick her up a little bit, put it over my shoulder, and then spread out my fabric. Again, making sure that her arm is underneath the loop. And then I'm going to make sure that my fabric is again spread out so that she's sitting in the middle of the fabric, knee to knee, and I'm kind of pulling it underneath and wrapping it under so that she's sitting right in the middle. And there we go. Now, as long as this V is high up on her neck, she's secure. And if you want to use your sash, you can use your sash. I'll show you that in a minute. This is your tube, so you can pull your tube up over for extra support. It's going to be a little tight getting her legs through just in the beginning. Sorry, baby. It's a little bit tight. Okay. And then, so my tube is a little bit twisted. So this is extra support so that you have security that they are definitely not going anywhere, and your tube is as high or as low as you want it, and that's it. If you want to put their legs in the tube, you can. Again, it's going to kind of squeeze them in, so you may want to keep it above their knees, and that keeps them really secure. Now, if you wanted to use your sash, you can use your sash on top of your tube, or you can use your sash instead of your tube, or just wear your loops. So this is my sash, and I am going to take it, bring it around the back, and then sometimes if your sash is not long enough, you can just tie it in the back, or I like to pull it pretty snug and give myself enough room to tie it in the front underneath. What do you think, Fiona? And then you have the same security with your sash. And this, with the sash, you can make it a little bit looser so that you can pull it comfortably over their legs if they're a big baby like Fiona. So that's the facing out position. To get them out, we're going to untie the sash. Take the tube down over the legs, one at a time is usually the easiest. So now she's just sitting in the loops. So here's my outer loop. I'm going to pull her arm through, always supporting her here. This is the easy way to get them out. You can also drop off one loop at a time and pull them out. But if you get her arms out, you can just pull her straight up and out. Yay! And that's the facing out position. Okay. Thanks, Fiona.